going on, everybody? Welcome to 3.3. Today's going to be your pull day. So for our pillar prep, we're going to start off with a foam roller. Again, if you have a foam roller for this one, it's going to be probably the best since we're going to do the back a little bit. But if you have a ball, that'll work just as well. Go ahead and cross up one of your legs. Whatever leg you cross up, that's what we're going to roll out. We're going to roll out our glute right there. So just try to roll around, finding those areas that are nice and sore. If you find a spot that's pretty sore, go ahead and sit on it for a few seconds, let it relax. From there, I'm going to speed through this. We're going to go to our low back, okay? Our low back, you can start off in the middle, but I want you to rotate from side to side. So I'm going to go all the way up, all the way down. I'm going to roll that low back, rotate to one side, even this area called your QL from side to side to help stabilize the hips. So we're going to make sure that we're getting those on each side, and then I'm going to flip over. I'm going to do my hip flexor, all right? So the reason we do our hip flexor when we're doing pull day, anytime we're bending over and coming back up, these muscles are going to be nice and tight and prevent you from getting your hips all the way through and squeezing those glutes. So making sure we're rolling these out, getting these nice and loose. Again, find that spot in your hips where that bone is. Right below that is going to be where we're foam rolling that hip flexion. Real small muscle right there. Probably pretty tight too, okay? So from there, we're taking it on. You're doing some hip circles. So finding a spot, need to hold on to something. All we're thinking is knee up, rotate out, rotate that foot up, bring it back around. Knee up, out, rotate that foot, back around. One more time. 5 of those one way, 5 the other way, all right? So reverse of that. Each side, then we're gonna get down, we're gonna get that groin a little bit here. So get that quadruped position right here, tuck those toes under, kick that foot out, and we're just rocking back and forth, okay? Should be pushing into the ground right here with his outside foot. Feel a good stretch in that groin area right there. Good, let's get about 10 of those each side. Then we're gonna flip over. Doing our bridge and reach now. So get a little bit of rotation in. Putting my heels just at fingertips. Driving through my heels, reaching up and across. As high as I can go. Let's get 10 each side. Rotate a little bit so you guys can see. So I'm really reaching up to try to get that rotation in that upper back, all right? Finally, we're gonna do our bear crawls. We're just doing linear bear crawls, and then we're going backwards with these, all right? So forward and back, tuck those toes under right here. Knees underneath the hips, hands under your shoulders. Short, choppy steps. Keep that core tight. Stepping back. Okay? Let's go ahead and get 10 yards of those forward, 10 yards of those backwards, making sure we're keeping those hips nice and stable. All right, for our movement prep today, we're gonna start off with a little bit of balance. We're gonna do our RDLs, but for balance, right? So you can do this with the shoes off if you want to. That's a little easier usually for me, I know. But that down leg's gonna be nice and solid on the ground. That's where we're getting the balance. This top leg is gonna reach back like we're doing a single leg RDL. So you're getting a little stretch in that back hamstring. Coming back up, bring that knee up. Don't touch the ground, okay? We're gonna try to get 10 of these without touching the ground. If you need a wall or something, that's fine. But the goal is to do 10 without touching the ground. We're getting 2 rounds of this one, all right? From there, we're gonna go into our chicken walks. So, chicken walks, bringing that knee up, kicking out. Squeeze that quad as hard as you can. Really think about keeping that knee up as you're doing this to stretch the hamstring too. Let's do 1 round, 15 chicken walks each leg. Finally, we're gonna go into our lunges. So just a standard forward lunge, nothing fancy about this one. Just going forward, coming back up. You can do these walking if you want to. So if you wanna go straight ahead, that's totally fine, or we're doing them in place. Let's go ahead and get 10 of those each side. All right, start off our movement skills. We're gonna hop over to the wall here. We're gonna do some linear holds, some linear load and lifts, and some linear switches. So from this one, all we're thinking about is falling forward, pushing those hands into the wall, keeping that core tight. So I'm pushing those shoulders all the way out. First, we're gonna start off with these holds, bringing that knee up below 90. So again, if you're looking for the side, I don't know if the angle's right for you guys. Knees right below 90, toes pulled up, all right? Let's just hold those positions 5 seconds. Go ahead and switch. 5 seconds. Get 3 of those each side for 5 seconds, then we're gonna go into our marching, all right? So marching is the same thing, just no pause. Tight core, we're working on good posture here. When I'm coming down, I'm thinking about pushing that turf back, all right? So that turf's going back behind me. Let's go ahead and get 2 of these, 5 each side. Take a break in between to make sure the core is nice and tight. We should really be pushing to that wall. From there, we're gonna go on to our switches, all right? So our switches, we're starting off in that hold position. Now we're just getting a little bit more powerful. I'm driving this leg back, that turf back, as this other leg comes up, a little more speed, all right? Two sets, 5 each side. If you don't feel comfortable with the speed, take it slow. We can pick up the speed as we go. And finally, to continue on with the movement skills, we're gonna do some of our marching. So here, just linear marching, keeping those shoulders back. I'll show you from the side here. Shoulders back, knees going up to 90, just like those lateral ones we did the other day. Okay, we're just keeping it into a forward position. So we're going 10 yards out, 10 yards back, all right? So after that one, we're gonna go into our marching switches. So for these, starting off in that same position, all I'm doing, just like the wall, switching my feet with a little more speed, holding that position. Okay, so just hold for a couple seconds. I just want you to be in that position, own that position, really work on that good balance right there, okay? Let's get 10 yards out, rest, 10 yards back. Finally, working on those pogos, same thing we did the other day, 30 seconds, nice and easy. Trying to be off the ground as quick as you can. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on. Enjoy.